Happy 3rd Anniversary United Theravada Bhikkhuni Sangha International and Happy Sanghamita Day. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Ratanataya. I am Sāmanerī Ariyā Dhammajīvī. I would like to offer my respects to the Mahā Sangha Ratana and to the Venerable Bhikkhuni leaders of UTBSI. I appreciate UTBSI and the Bodhi Society of India for the space for the dual Sangha to come together to offer Dhamma teaching and events for the harmony in Sangha. To celebrate these two events, I've been invited to talk about my journey of going forth with the theme of the courage and resiliencies of going forth. Please enjoy my following presentation.
Before talking about my journey of going forth, I would like to celebrate Sanghamita Day with you by also remembering the Bhikkhunis from the previous 3 Buddhas who also brought the Bodhi tree to Sri Lanka, where the Jayasri Maha Bodhi is located in the Mahavana Gardens. Per the Mahavamsa, the Great Chronicle of Ceylon, Chapter 15, the acceptance of the Mahavihara. When the previous 3 Buddhas visited Sri Lanka, they sat in deep meditation, rising from thought, mindful of the salvation of the island people, by bringing the south branch of their Bodhi tree with Bhikkhuni Rujanada, Bhikkhuni Gantakanada, and Bhikkhuni Sudama respectively, along with 500 other Bhikkhunis each. As for my going forth, I never thought it would be for me initially. I didn't know Bhikkhunis existed or could be revived. Venerable Tataloka Teri was the first Bhikkhuni I saw when she came to the Nagara Dhamma Temple in San Francisco, California, over 10 years ago, where I taught Cambodian language classes. The abbot told me that 2 people wanted to see me after class. He didn't mention who they were. When I went down to meet them, I saw 2 women in robes, Venerable Tataloka Teri and another Bhikkhuni who came with her. The Venerable found ancient Cambodian Pali scriptures on palm leaves in Thailand and came to the temple to ask me to help read the scriptures. I couldn't read the scriptures, but was shocked seeing women in robes and asked the Venerable many questions on how Bhikkhunis came into existence in modern times. After meeting with the Venerable, I got curious and started researching online and reading scholarly research and Tipitaka. In 2015, I started attending the annual International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony in Berkeley, California, and saw bhikkhus and bhikkhunis there. In 2016, I began sharing Dhamma talks by bhikkhunis I found online. In 2018, after completing my doctoral dissertation and reading Vinaya, Pitaka, and Sutta Pitaka, I started to participate in Buddhist ceremony at 3 Bhikkhuni monasteries in California. In Dhammadharani Monastery was the first Bhikkhuni monastery I attended on the Vesak Day. I have also worked tirelessly in support of reviving the Cambodian Bhikkhuni Sangha. Venerable Tataloka Teri has served as my Bhikkhuni mentor for the last 7+ years. She asked me once before if I would be interested in taking a temporary Sāmanerī ordination. I told her no, because once I ordained, I would not turn back. I had many things that I wanted to do. Although I admire monastic life, I didn't think it was for me in this life. I was settled to support those women who wish to be ordained. At the same time, I started to feel trapped of spending 8 to 9 hours per day working just to get paychecks, while I could use those hours to work on reviving the Cambodian Bhikkhuni Sangha. I told my family 3 years ago that I would not look for another job if I got laid off. When that break came through in late August for October 1st, 2024, I still didn't think about ordaining. However, I feel that I did everything I could already as a lay person in support of the Cambodian Bhikkhuni Sangha. The thought of an opportunity to ordain then arose in me, as the many things that I wanted to do have been done or could be delegated to others, and I could help more and better as a monastic. I appreciate and respect all the Venerable Bhikkhuni leaders, and am proud of your efforts for opening an opportunity for women to ordain. Despite these efforts, fully ordained women are not being recognized in some Theravada Buddhist countries, including Cambodia. Since Cambodia never had a cultural or traditional Sāmanerī ordination yet, I wanted to start it with my ordination, while I have support from my Bhikkhu, who became my preceptor. However, I was faced with two challenges. The first challenge was getting permission from my mother, while my father and two children gave me theirs. She said if her sons wanted to ordain, she would gladly give her permission. I was needed to care for her and my father, although I had 4 other siblings who could do that. After multiple requests and encouragements from her friends to let me go forth, she gave her permission but hoped I would return home one day. The second challenge was finding a permanent place to stay and train after my ordination. Unlike a Sāmanera or a Bhikkhu, a Sāmanerī or Bhikkhuni has no place to stay or train at a Cambodian temple. Although my preceptor agreed to ordain me in the Cambodian tradition at his temple and made a commitment to train, his temple hasn't been set up with a permanent place where a Sāmanerī or a Bhikkhuni could stay to train, and he would not be frowned upon for doing so. I could visit him during the day to get training every 2 weeks or monthly. I'm grateful and appreciative of the Dhammajīvī community for accepting me to stay and train, not only after my ordination, but also before to help prepare for it. On the full moon of November 15, 2024, I received my Sāmanerī Papaja at Wat Mangkolawan in California, surrounded by friends, including 9 Cambodian Bhikkhus and family, and assisted by the Bhikkhuni Sangha. I undertook training commitments Nisaya with my senior Bhikkhu mentor and preceptor, Venerable Bhikkhu Pante Janara Nyirati Bakau Mahatero of Wat Mangkolawan in Santa Rosa, California, USA. That evening, I undertook Nisaya with Venerable Tataloka Theri as Bhikkhuni mentor with the blessings of the Dhammajīvī Bhikkhuni Sangha in the Dhammajīvī Monastery Dhanasala, Apulhasala, Sima. I'm now residing at Dhammajīvī Monastery. Having Venerable Tataloka Theri as my Bhikkhuni mentor was utmost important. She is wise and has been my Bhikkhuni mentor for 7+ years. She knows what works for me, and I think I understand her needs and expectations. Going forth after her is very helpful. Being part of the Dhammajīvī Sangha, I am surrounded by Kalyanamitta, good friends. As a new Sāmanerī, I receive guidance from them ranging from how to wear robes to everything else that I'm not familiar with. In return, I try to be a good friend to them by happily helping with anything that would be beneficial to the community. Having a good Bhikkhuni mentor and Kalyanamitta gives me peace of mind to strive for the noble goal of liberation and offering Dhamma service to others.
I have an aspiration to study and practice, learn and grow well, to be able to carry on the noble way of the Buddha and to share the Dhamma myself with the blessing from the Mahā Sangha. Happy 3rd anniversary UTBSI and happy Sanghamita Day.